Okay, hello, good morning. I'm sitting here struggling, and I have no idea why. So let me show you. I'm in the playground of TypeScript, and I'm just trying to convert like these states into nullable states, and this works just fine. As you can see here, bar can be either the bar object or null, right? And then I copy this code into my local VS Code and I try to do the same, and it doesn't show the same typing. It's not null. Which is, and then you might say, yeah, but what are your settings? Well, I have, so I inserted the settings exactly right, like the playground. So I thought maybe strict wasn't the right thing to do, but strict should cover everything. But it doesn't, nothing helps. Like, what the fudge is going on here? Why isn't, and I try to restart, and maybe I can restart the whole extension host. I've updated VS Code, I updated TypeScript, and it just doesn't show the same result. So why the hell doesn't it do that? Which is just crazy. Like, everything's the same. And here it says null, or this thing. Here it does not say that. And that kind of breaks the whole concept I was trying to do. And I tried to search Google, and there's like in VS Code. Strict null checks. But is it like using some other TS config, or? I don't understand this. It makes absolutely no sense. What if I go to Codesandbox and I try to paste the same thing there? But the point is, I have to make this work in the code base because I want to write tests for this. So I just want TypeScript. Oh, vanilla TypeScript. So if I do this, yeah, this also works. TypeScript 403. Do they have a new version? Maybe they fixed the bug. No. What the hell is going on here? Why doesn't it show null? It makes absolutely no sense. It works everywhere except inside my editor. Where did that window go? Ah, this is classic. Is there? I thought this was the button to change windows. Apparently not. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, here it doesn't work either. What the hell is going on? For fuck's sake. I'm so sick and tired of this. What the hell could be wrong here? I must have some kind of settings in, like, are there like TypeScript settings? This is formatting. I don't understand this. Yeah, I have no idea. But I have to fix this to do my change. And I don't understand how to fix this. Why doesn't it? Why doesn't this work? It works on Codesandbox, which is an old version of VS Code, or like not old but older. It works on the playground, but not inside VS Code itself. I'm using the same TypeScript version. I'm using the same TS config. Like everything's like I have no idea where to go from here. It doesn't make any sense. Why doesn't it show? Oh, god damn it. Oh, new version. What to do, what to do, what to do. How to get to the bottom of this. So the point is, I want to ensure that if I point to foo, I should get an error, right? Because I don't know if it's there. So I need to do like up foo, and then I'm allowed to do it, right? That's the whole point of this. But since I'm not able to get the... Oh, this is interesting. When we run... Oh, this is interesting. I'm going to take a picture of this. When we get runtime errors, it doesn't take into account the typing. So it gives the wrong indication. That's interesting. But yeah, this works perfectly fine here, but it doesn't work inside here. So I'm not able to like verify that things are working. So I can just point to foo here, no worries. It doesn't complain at all about this. But I wanted to complain about this because I said that it can be null, god damn it. God damn it. But as you saw, there's something generally wrong with my VS Code because nothing works the way it should. Okay, let me try to open like a... like a new, let's in temp, new folder, TS test. Let's open this and then let's try to insert like a TS config with strict to see if it's like using the wrong. Then it's compiler options, strict true. And then I'll create a file here and then we'll copy this stuff over again. Oh, now it seems to work. Yeah, now it works. Okay, so it's definitely picking up the wrong tsconfig file. Because here it is working. And then, yeah, so in a new file, it doesn't run strict mode. So it needs to have that stuff. But why isn't it picking up the... Why isn't it picking up this thing? Oh, exclude... God damn it. Exclude test. This is it. This is the damn thing. So why am I excluding test here? That's the question. Let's try not having. So now it should, it should start working. Yeah, now it works. OMG. I figured it out. That was some crazy stuff. Okay, so let's see if we can get this running. Okay. So I've been thinking, let's get to it now. I've been thinking about the API. So currently we have, let me just write it down here. So currently we have this thing called state matches. And what that basically does is verify that you are in the correct state to actually run this piece of logic. But with our latest change, we have something called state. So let's uppercase it to indicate that it's a transition state. We have this thing called like state foo, for example. And if you are in that state, that will actually be defined. That's the thing. While the others are not defined, the others are null. So we don't really need this matches API. And what this also does is that when TypeScript is typed that foo can also be null, then TypeScript takes care of ensuring that we can point to it correctly. So for example, if we bring back the other typing here. So as you saw, I was not able to do this, right? And if I do opt foo, oh, sorry, opt foo, then I can do opt foo. That's okay. Oops. That's okay. But if I were to do like a set timeout here, I believe I'm not able to do it anymore. Yes, exactly, because this is what we want. Because now I run a callback or I've done something asynchronous. So now it's not, it might be null again. So TypeScript helps us to deal with strict mode with state machines. We don't really need a strict mode doing it like this. And then in terms of yeah, so another thing this matches thing did was to check if the machine was disposed, which we don't do anymore. So you would theoretically be able to like do if opt foo equal, oops, something like this. You would be able to do this, but if the machine was disposed, it doesn't matter because it's not part of the state tree anymore. So we don't really care about this. So we're kind of still securing it. Yeah. So I think like we can reduce a lot of the complexity doing this. Yes. I think this is the way to go because now we have ensured everything. But yeah, now we have a bunch of type errors here. Yeah, because I've removed current. We don't really need that anymore. Because what you rather do is that you check to be... Is there like to be defined or something? Yeah. So I want state foo to be defined. Because that's the initial state, and then I expect bar to be null or not sure. Oh, this is undefined. Then this should be null, right? Let's try to run this. No modules. Or mine. npm run watch test watch state machine test.ts. I just worry there's a bunch of typing errors here now. But yeah, let's see what happens. Oh yeah, of course you start complaining about this is so annoying. Like if you have type errors in your tests, you can't run any tests. Oh yeah, it's complaining. Oh yeah, now we're oh look at this. Oh, okay, we're not going to run strict mode, that's for sure. But we are going to run strict null checks. That's the only thing I really need. Yeah, let's do that. And then I did this any, we can remove that because that was part of. Okay, replace. Replace. We don't need that check anymore. Okay, but I think we should still have, like it should still be, yeah, or null, right? This is what we want. Okay, so let's try running this again. Goddamn TypeScript. Okay, that's good. Now we have, yeah, I guess we can remove that thing now. To be defined. Foo to be defined. And here we want expect state bar to be defined. State foo to be defined. And here we want foo to be defined. And here we want, oh yeah. Oh yeah, this one's a little bit tricky. If you want to know when, well, this is a like bad example. Maybe we should say whenever bar, let's just do it like this. So whenever bar it transitions into bar, then we want to do this thing. So doing like a general transition reaction will be tricky. But typically a reaction is related to a specific transition. So yeah, I think it's okay. I've never been in a situation where we actually need that thing. So yeah, so now this thing of blocking the mutation tree, we don't actually block it anymore. We rather just rely on you pointing to valid state. So if you don't have TypeScript, if you do not do a check first, if the state is available, you will risk getting runtime errors. But if you do use TypeScript, TypeScript will force you to do that check, which is great. So it's more of a discipline thing without the TypeScript, and then with TypeScript you get all the help you need. So that means that the only thing we still block now is during a transition. So when you actually run a transition, we block mutations, but we shouldn't do that anymore. There's no reason to do that. Blah, 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 blah. Because we're not going to use this. we're not going to use this strict mode. Yeah, we have to remove strict mode as well. We're still going to dispose of the state machine, so that if you try to transition a machine that's disposed, you will get an error. Or a warning, I mean. Because one thing is changing the state. That doesn't really matter. But it's if you want to transition, it indicates that you actually intended this machine to still be working. I think. Anyways, let's remove the strict mode. Is strict. I think that's oh. Yeah, and then it's just some types, strict. Oh, where are the types for the options? Internal types. Okay. So we're back here. So we're going to check if date bar. Yeah, and we're not going to we don't care about this. Should make a copy. That's okay. What's happening here? Oh. Now it. No, it doesn't exist on. Oh, what happened here? I think it might be related to our little new, because now I'm doing the thing already over here, but I actually wanted to do it, let's see. I initially wanted to do it up here. Maybe that fixes it. Yeah. Yeah, and now it's starting to complain, which is nice. We have to actually check if we're in that state. But we are going to just do this, because that inserts like a null check for us. Expect state. Yeah, we can do this, safely do this, no worries. Should not allow. I can remove strict mode stuff. Using should allow mutation. Yeah, we don't care about this. Should dispose if state foo. Ref foo. Oh. To be defined. Well, we might get some test errors there. Maybe I'm moving a little bit too fast. Anyways, okay, let's see what happens when we run some tests now. I'm just going to. Sometimes Jest kind of hangs or. You saw that? I had to restart to get rid of the typing issues. Interesting. Okay, anyway, so this API change makes the implementation a little bit more like loose. Should flush changes to transitions. What the hell happened here? Make the API a little bit more approachable, a little bit more loose, since we don't have that blocking mutation behavior. But as I said, we rather depend on like the runtime behavior of nullifying the different states and then TypeScript helping you. That should be enough in my mind. So what is it complaining about? expect value. Oh, yeah. To equal. Then there was one more. Should arrow. Oh. And this one isn't valid anymore. It shouldn't error when async async mutating, because we ensure that our typing takes care of this. Okay. So that's nice. Okay, so this is passing now. Did we mess up anything else related? Let's just run a bunch of tests here. Okay, so I think this is, yeah, I think we, like, it's taken so many iterations to get to this point, and yeah, it's really interesting. What should be taken care of by the runtime? What should be taken care of by TypeScript? But I think we have a pretty nice solution now, because now you also see in the dev tools what state is active by looking at which one of them is like has a value. Like the states that are not active are null, and then the ones that are active is like an empty object or an object with some stuff. We iterated into when you transition, you set the states that needs to be available for that specific state, which TypeScript also helps you with. So like in JavaScript, you have to be disciplined doing that, because you won't get like an error on this. But with TypeScript, you will, which is very interesting. Anyways, let's try to add this stuff. npm run commit. And yeah, so we got that covered. We have our transition. Oh, I've seen this before. Oh, what was this? Parsing error. Oh yeah, this is the linter. Damn it. Is it T? What am I using? Supported just fine or not? ESLint. Yeah, so it's god damn it. ESLint TypeScript ESLint parser. That's the thing that's not working. npm, what's the latest version of this thing? Oh, do they have? Interesting. This package has been deprecated. Interesting. Okay, I guess we want to use this one instead. And the version of that is 430. I don't know if this actually just works out of the box. ESLint. 710 0. Oh, I'm going to get into trouble with this stuff. I'll see if it just works now, and if it doesn't, I'll mess around with this until it. God damn it. I hate updating dependencies. ESLint config standard 14.11. And by the way, I know there's a plugin for VS Code that gives me the versions. Maybe I should just install that. This is taking forever. 222.1. ESLint plugin node. 11.10. 314. I'm probably going to get a bunch of weird errors running this. 421. This is the maintainability hell of running open source projects. It's setting up the environment. Like, this is not only open source, this is just generally working in the ecosystem of the web. It's like maintaining packages, dependencies. 401. It's just not very good. ESLint plugin TypeScript. Should this be here? Yeah, now it should be this one. 430. Okay, let's try and install and see what happens. Yeah, we were eating a lot of frozen pizza this weekend, and without any shame, I ate one last night as well. I don't know. I love frozen pizza. Bum 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 bum. Oh my god, I'm good. Oh, this takes a little bit of time. Yeah, so I'm just going to run this once, and then if everything is good, we can celebrate together. And if everything goes to shit, we'll still stop, and then I'll fix that before tomorrow, and then we can go in and refactor the app to use this approach. And then I think we're going to be happy with that, because I don't see how this, like, now we've been through everything, all kinds of API changes, testing out typing, and I don't see how this could work any differently. So if people say like, why doesn't it work like this? I probably have an argument for why it doesn't work that way, because I've been through it. And this is just generally the huge challenge, is getting the typing to make sense and to work. And yeah. Okay, so let's try to run the tests now, see what happens. It would be nice if it worked, because I had a rough start having that tsconfig thing, the exclusion of the test file, which excluded the null checking. Yeah, and then even if it works here, I have a feeling it's going to break on CI, like on Travis. That's also like typically part of dependencies. And not only that, like there's a different node version or whatever. It actually worked, that's nice. But it's more like I'm changing the package JSON file, and the lock file changes, and then Travis is like super confused and says that they're not in sync anymore. And then I have to do all kinds of crazy stuff. ESLint. Where are you? TypeScript. Oops. What are you complaining about? What was the name of it? Wasn't it TypeScript ESLint parser? Oh, TypeScript dash ESLint. Oh. ESLint plugin. Where is it looking for that? Something like around ESLint plugin TypeScript. Yeah, that's right, because it doesn't. That's not the name anymore. Well, where is this? Where is this defined? It's not there. Proc file. Oh, this is old. Yeah, not repo cooker. Is it here somewhere? Because I wanted to use this one now. Well, am I using some kind? So this is lint staged. Oh, here we are. Lint staged. Okay, so I guess lint staged is also old. Lint staged. Oh, 10. Okay, let's see if that breaks. Oh, I do have that thing. I can just hover it. Oh, that's interesting. Let's see now. Ugh. By the way, I am working on something else now, which I'm super excited about, which is like completely different from what I've been doing before. It's kind of figuring out, because I really want to build a visual tool for state management, like not in terms of like a debugging tool, but actually build the state management visually. And there are so many levels of the abstraction of state management, so it's really hard to find like what part of the abstraction do you want to build visually, and what can you build visually, and how do you deal with changing something visually and then it changes in the code. But if you change it in the code, that needs to be reflected back into the visual representation of the thing. And I spent so much time trying to like create this object, like the state tree value builder, but it didn't make any sense. And I'll explain more why it didn't make any sense. And then I found this other level of the abstraction that makes a lot more sense to do visually. But yeah, I'll get back to that. Let's see here now. which version of, I did install the latest DSLint, right? Yeah. Do I have to add it specifically? Oh, here it is. Yay! Fantastic. Reworked state machine API once more. Okay. What did this say? Some of your tasks uses Git. Please remove it from the... oh. I don't know what those tasks are. I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, I'm pushing this and then we'll stop the stream. And then tomorrow we are going to test this new API in our app and see how it feels. But as I said, I think it has to work this way. Going through all these iterations, we'll get our if way of dealing with it. We have this automatic handling of setting the state when you transition, nulling out the other state that's specific to the state. We have our base state. So all of this stuff, it makes sense. Like because we have been down this path before, but then we didn't have the other stuff. So we didn't it wasn't a valid approach at that point. But that's what often happens, is like you iterate and you go down the wrong path, but going down the wrong path, you figure out something that now makes a different path more viable. Yeah, anyways. Thanks for following me on this. It's kind of rough going through this. I'm really looking forward to get this done. Yeah. But anyways, see you tomorrow. Bye.